We now have an official list of every LEGO Star Wars set coming out this year, and this is super exciting. Starting off with the March sets, we have set 30708, the Millennium Falcon Polybag, and this will cost $5 and have 74 pieces. The images we have look really nice. It looks like your standard polybag build, nothing too out of the ordinary, and the polybag art looks really nice of the Millennium Falcon going through hyperspace, and I do expect this to be one of the gift with purchases for the May 4th promotion. We also have our first of 3 LEGO Star Wars helmets with the AT-AT driver helmet. LEGO officially revealed this set, and it looks so beautiful. It's going to cost $70 and have 730 pieces. The detail is immaculate. The front, the back, the sides, the box art, everything about it is what you would expect from the helmet line, and the Imperial logo pieces are once again what we saw from the TIE fighter pilot, just a different color, so it's nice to have those pieces returned to us, and I think this set makes a real argument for a top 3 LEGO helmet set of all time. In April, it's not a set, but we have the new LEGO Star Wars character encyclopedia, and this will come with an awesome Palpatine minifig, so if you're interested in any of the LEGO books, this one will definitely catch your eye. The May sets are awesome, starting with set 75399, the U-Wing. This will cost $70, have 594 pieces, and have 5 minifigures with Andor, K2SO, Dedra, and 2 stormtroopers. The last U-Wing we had was really good, and I'm very excited to see how LEGO improves upon that. What are the dimensions going to be? All we have is a piece count here, so we're still waiting on official images, but I am super excited to get another Andor set back on shelves. The third mini-scale set to go alongside the Home 1 and Acclimator is Kylo Ren's shuttle. This will retail for $70 with 386 pieces, and I'm not sure if that price is going to adjust well for a mini-scale set. 386 pieces. Now price per piece doesn't mean everything. We have to wait for official images before I can give my final thoughts. I am excited for this set, even though the price doesn't seem like it's the most favorable, but I'm eagerly waiting for images to release. The set that I'm probably the least excited for is the buildable Star Wars logo. The buildable Marvel logo looked really good, and that had minifigs and cost $100, so we have an idea of what we can expect from the Star Wars logo, but this is going to cost $60, have 700 pieces, but no minifigs. This should have included a Luke and Vader minifig at the very least. I'm surprised LEGO didn't include at least one fig, but I think that this is a pass for me. I'd rather spend $10 extra and get a helmet set. And speaking of helmet sets, we have Jango Fett's helmet for $70 with 616 pieces. This will be an awesome display piece alongside the AT-AT driver helmet, and if you own the Boba Fett helmet, this will look beautiful next to it. The third and final helmet set for the year will be Kylo Ren's helmet. Set 75415 will stay consistent with $70 and include 529 pieces. Fans have been wanting a buildable chopper for years now, and LEGO is finally releasing one with set 75416. It will include 1,039 pieces and cost $100. This appears to be in scale with the smaller R2-D2. I know there was the UCS R2-D2, but with how well that smaller version did, I think LEGO is going to be gearing some of these buildable characters and droids to be in scale with that. And I am super excited. We should expect a display plaque and chopper minifig to go along with this. And if you own the R2, C-3PO, Chewbacca, any of the buildable characters so far, it will be a great companion. Set 75409, the UCS Jango Fett Starship, is the most exciting set for the May wave in my opinion, including 2 minifigs with Jango Fett and Boba Fett, and they are expected to be both highly detailed and new. This set will cost $300 and 2,970 pieces. There's a lot of questions when regarding this set. What will the dimensions be? Will they be the same as the Boba Fett slave one? Will it be bigger? Because we see the increased piece count is nearly 1,000 more pieces, or are those 1,000 pieces going to be smaller pieces to help get some better detail around the set? That is all to be determined, but I am super excited for the set to officially release. It's been a long time since we've had a Jango Fett minifig, and that was 2017 with the Jedi Starfighter with hyperdrive, so it's great to have Jango back in a new version. The final piece of the puzzle for May is what's the May 4th gift with purchase going to be? We don't know anything about that yet. We don't know what the price threshold is going to be, so there's a lot of questions surrounding it at the moment, and one thing I hope is that there's an exclusive minifig included. LEGO has seemed to gone away from the exclusive minifigs recently with the May 4th gift with purchases. We had the Lars family homestead that included one, but then we had the miniature Death Star. Then recently we had the Federation troop carrier, which did have an exclusive pilot droid, but LEGO's definitely going to include that in another set in the near future. So hopefully LEGO makes it with an exclusive minifig. But what I hope to see is either a Dex's Diner or a micro-scale Jedi Temple. Plo Koon Starfighter kicks off the June wave, and it's a bit disappointing as this is a microfighter. The ARC-170 with the January release had Plo Koon Starfighter on the box, and LEGO decided to release a microfighter instead of a playset. This will cost $15, have 89 pieces, the minifig included will be Plo Koon, and you will have the head of his astromech droid R7D4. Another lackluster set in my opinion is the Darth Maul mech. Set 75411 will be $15 and have 143 pieces. Mech sets aren't my favorite. While the X-Wing mech for Luke Skywalker was fantastic, and while the Boba Fett mech was great because of that Boba Fett minifig, I'm just not the biggest fan of the mech line, and I can do without it. And the other question is, will the Darth Maul minifig include pupils? The Sith Infiltrator version didn't have pupils, and that was a big letdown, so only time will tell. Set 75412 is the Death Trooper and Night Trooper battle pack, and this is by far the most exciting set of the June wave. For $20 and 119 pieces, you get 4 minifigs with 2 Death Troopers and 2 Night Troopers. The build will be an LAAT gunship, which is great, and I'm super excited to see how LEGO does that in this size. We know what the Night Troopers will look like because of the Duel Imperidia set, but the Death Troopers are up in the air about how they'll look. I'm sure LEGO will do a fantastic job, and I am pumped to see what this set looks like. Kicking off the August/summer wave, we have set 75413, the UTAT. It's going to cost $150 and have 813 pieces, and there's an unknown amount of minifigs, but the latest reports are saying at least 2 Galactic Marines, but I would expect there to be at least 5. While this is one of the most anticipated sets of the year, there is a lot to be determined about this. What will the minifigs look like? Will Commander Bakara be here? And will there be waist capes? All that is still up in the air, and for a price per piece ratio to be this extreme, even though price per piece doesn't mean everything to me, I would expect that LEGO to go a little bit above and beyond with the minifigs and include some waist capes. 75414 is still an unknown set, but we do know that it's a Rebuild the Galaxy set. It will include 3 minifigs with Darth Dev, Sig Griebling, and Aduras, which is the same species as Cad Bane. It's going to cost $50 and have 349 pieces, and this was expected to be a clone turbo tank, but then it got confirmed that it's going to be a Rebuild the Galaxy set, and it still could very well be a clone turbo tank Rebuild the Galaxy version. We just have to wait and see. 75417 is the UCS, but not technically called a UCS ATST. It's going to cost $200, and we don't have a piece count at this moment. The last UCS ATST cost $80, so I'm very interested to see what's going to make this one cost $200. I expect there to be a minifig with an ATST driver, but besides that, I don't know what else can make this cost $200. Our next buildable character is going to be a battle droid, and this is going to cost $100. The last time LEGO did this was through the Technic line with a battle droid, and for the time it looked really good. I'm very excited to see how LEGO goes about this. What are they going to do for the head shape? Because it's a bit of an odd shaped head, so we're going to have to see how LEGO goes about that. But we have the buildable Droideka as well on shelves right now, which this will be a great pairing option. And I would expect LEGO to make eventually a super battle droid to go along with those 2 sets, so we can have a nice trio of sets. But that's not all for the buildable character line, as we will be also receiving a buildable Ewok. Set 75430 for $90, and this will be great to go alongside C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewbacca. We don't know if this is going to be an unnamed Ewok or if it's going to be an Ewok that we know like Wicket, but either way, we should expect a display plaque and a minifig regardless, because that has been the constant theme among all these buildable characters and droids. The 327th Star Corps Battle Pack is going to be one of the most expensive battle packs at $40 with a piece count of 258 pieces. The minifigs included will be 3 super battle droids, 4 clone troopers, and there should be multiple spider droids. It's also going to include a side build of an AT-RT, which is super exciting. The V19 Torrent is returning with set 75432, and it's going to cost $60 with 567 pieces and 3 minifigs, and those are going to be a clone pilot, Asajj Ventress making her long-awaited return, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. The price of this is less than the original V19 Torrent, so my questions are still the same regarding how are the play features going to be different or adjusted with this set, because this is going to be most likely a scaled down version, so I'm very curious for that. But regardless, the minifig lineup is impeccable, and I've been wanting a new Asajj Ventress minifig for so long. Now we just need a new Count Dooku. 75433 is a possible playset Jango Fett starship. Yes, we have a UCS Jango Fett starship coming out in May, and just a few months later in August, another Jango Fett starship will be coming out. It is a bit of a head scratcher because LEGO doesn't normally release two of the same sets in such a close time period, but this could very well happen. The last Jango Fett starfighter to come out was in 2002, so LEGO is feeding us a lot of Jango Fett this year. We have a UCS set, a helmet set, and a potential play set, and I'm all for it. I think that this is fantastic, and for people who have wanted a new Jango Fett fig, you are going to get two opportunities to get Jango Fett. The minifigs will be Jango Fett, Boba Fett, and a Kaminoan, and it's unclear as of now if the Jango Fett and Boba Fett will be the same exact versions as the UCS set. Our second Andor set is set 75434, a buildable K2SO. This is going to cost $90, and this is something I'm very excited for. There's been a lack of Andor sets on shelves, and now with season 2 of the Andor show approaching, LEGO is going to make 2 sets this year. The Separatist MTT is happening, and this is super exciting. For $150 and 976 pieces, this is another true contender for set of the year. The minifigs included are going to be Aayla Secura, Commander Bly, and 10 battle droids. Just like with the V19 Torrent, we can expect the Separatist MTT to be smaller than the other MTTs, and this is the first different version of an MTT that LEGO is ever making. LEGO seems to really be diving recently into these niche type of sets, like we saw recently with the Coruscant Guard gunship, and I'm super happy that they're doing that again with a different MTT. The 2025 Advent Calendar will cost $45 and release in September, and that will be set 75418. Not only is this the biggest LEGO Star Wars news that we might have ever received, it is also the most expensive LEGO set of all time. Set 75419, the UCS Death Star will cost $1,000. The question hasn't been, will LEGO ever make a $1,000 set? It's when will they do it? And that answer is right now. We aren't sure about anything included. All we have is a lot of speculation. This is expected to release in October, and the current word on the street is that this will have near 40 minifigs, and that would be fantastic. For $1,000, I would expect anywhere between 35 and 40 minifigs at the very least. Will this be a massive playset like we saw the 2 previous Death Star versions, or is this going to be similar to the UCS Death Star 2? We are still waiting for the pieces to this puzzle to come together, and I am excited to watch it all unfold throughout the year, as I'm sure all of you are excited to see come together as well. So let me know what sets you're excited for 2025. This is going to be a historic year, and I am all here for it. There's still a few more pieces to 2025 to officially get put together, so let me know what sets you were planning on picking up this year. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more LEGO content, and I'll see you in the next one.